So, SAYANDEEP Paul, 96% in board examinations and 96.5 percentile for JEE mains and now 613 out of 720 for your NEET. So,
And I have got 613 marks for my NEET and also appeared for JEE mains to get an extra edge for my NEET exam. For an extra edge for my NEET exam, and I secured 96.5 percentile and I got 96% in my boards this year. And I am very satisfied and overwhelmed with my results. Everyone in my family is also quite happy and satisfied. And
how do you rate this achievement as?
Since I have devoted a lot of my time and patience to this for these exams, I am really satisfied that at the end all the hard work paid off.
Is there anything you felt you could have done better or it's not been achieved?
Yes sir, I think that if I could have managed my time a bit more sincerely, then I could have got extra 2 marks in NEET as well as in my books.
So you are looking forward to become a doctor or an engineer?
I want to become a doctor.
So you accept your NEET schools?
Yes sir.
Why? Any definite reason behind it?
Yes sir, actually when I was very small I just heard that being a doctor is a very noble profession, and also a doctor is the next person to God. Only a doctor can save a life. And also my father is a veterinary surgeon and currently a BADO. So I got my majority of support and inspiration from my father itself, because he used to work even harder than I myself do.
So you are coming from a background where doctors are there.
Yes sir.
That's so good. About your preparations, the role of the school.
Yes sir. I have started my preparation from class 11 only, and since something were ups and downs, I had tried to manage it in class 12. And I had decided to complete my entire syllabus within the first 5 to 6 months of class 12, and I did do so. And then I devoted the remaining months for 2 rounds of revision, one after the other. And most of the time, since our school got over by 10:30 to 10:40, I used to go home and take an hour break, and then I used to study the whole day, revising the concepts which I have studied in school. I also used to bring few books and copies in school so that I could do rough works and also put extra questions between the period gaps. And
what is the role of the school in this preparation and this?
Sir, whenever I used to get some doubt, I used to personally contact the teachers after school. I also took the numbers from few teachers so that I could send them down in home also whenever I feel it needy. And whenever I got stuck up with some questions, they always used to find out the solution immediately in some Google. And whenever I made some mistakes in any of the mock tests or exams, I always used to make a separate copy where I used to list down all my mistakes, and at the end, I should brush through. And throughout the 2 years, I focused on making notes in such a way that I could revise them in the last 10 days of my preparation. Because the more we revise the things in a shorter span of time, we will remember it more in the exam day.
Your next plans, your next goals?
So right now I plan to join any MBBS college, government seat, whenever I get the state list. And then I will pursue my 5.5 years of MBBS. And then by giving aiims or NEET PG exam, I will go into a better college that I will pursue my MD or MS. And then finally I will give my NEET SS for specialty exam to get into MCH, where I prefer to study in surgery, and my main goals are to become a cardiologist or a neurologist.
What is from your side to your juniors, to the people, to the students who are preparing right?
To my juniors, I would advise that whenever you feel low or demotivated and things don't go according to your plans, just stick to it and be consistent throughout the year of preparation. If needed, go and talk to your parents, go and talk to your elders, as they might guide you in a better way. And keep practicing more, study less, and keep practicing more. And focus on limited resources, because NCERT is the only book which we have to study for NEET as well as boards. And try to give more and more exams wherever possible, be it online, offline, or some Indian exams such as JEE or any sorts of things. And at the end, in the exam day, give your cool, give your hard work, be less nervous, and don't be in a FOMO that you have not studied anything, because at the end, the entire dedication and consistency of the 2 years will matter. And by this you will succeed in any exams which you face.
Their approach towards the school, the examinations held in the school, the practicals. and attendance.
Yes, sir. Since in our NEET exam, we were introduced to practical topics which were not held earlier. So my school practicals and the books which I referred to in school helped me a lot. And I also attempted few questions which I knew from the practical knowledge, which I did not study extravagantly for my NEET exam. And also I dedicated 1.5 months exclusively for my boards. I bought some extra books. I got the previous year questions. That is the most important resource for any sort of exam which you are giving. Because most of the questions are just the previous year questions that twisted or given a new shape.
The periodics, the examinations which are held in the school, how much helpful they are and what do you have to say to them?
I have always tried to make note and revise those only for my school exams. As in that way, I could also get a good marks in my school, as well as I get to revise the entire topics in a short period of time. And since most of my exams went more or less well, and the remaining doubts and wrongs which I had made, I always used to ask the teachers. And since they contributed so much to my journey all these 2 years, I would also like to thank them as well as my parents, and definitely the Almighty for giving me the strength and motivation to keep going ahead.
Very useful for this journey.
These are the periodics. Whatever exams we give in school, at the end becomes very important, because I always try to focus that I could give my school exams the minimum time possible. So whenever I used to complete my exam in just 1.5 hours, so that I can go home fast, I can study the entire day for the next exam, and that also increased my speed during the exam. Because in NEET exam, you just get 1 minute for one question. So we must be prepared for that, and by giving the school exams regularly, we get to know the type of questions which might also come in our board exams. And for our board as well as school exams, all we need to focus on is the NCERT. That's the most important book which we follow for any entrance exams. And because of the school exams, we also got an extra edge to prepare on that.
About the practical classes,
The practical classes at the end become very useful, because in NEET 24, we got a new section of practical studies in both physics as well as chemistry. So whatever practicals we have done in class 11th and 12th, some way or the other contributed to the entire preparation. And in exams also there were few practical related questions which I would not have been able to answer if I had not done the school practicals.
what do you want to say to the juniors about coming to school and taking the curriculum? What exactly is going to be?
My juniors, I would say that come to school, try to be more regular, because at the end, if you continuously study at home, you will feel lethargic, you will feel demotivated, you will overthink about many things. So coming to school, interacting with your friends, with your teachers, with your elders will give you that extra spice, which will at the end help you not to get too much tired as well as demotivated at home.